people. Hello,
Hello,
Austin.
everyone. Hey, dude. How's everyone doing?
I'm doing well on a nice Monday night. Let's see who we got here. Lori, you still here? Latoya. Jeff P is getting coffee. Cheryl Smith, my Corey nemesis. And let's see. Oh, Night Owl just showed up. Stephen P. Yeah, he says, let's see if this works. Pressure's on, Austin. Pressure's on.
Let's see.
When Stephen P
Yes,
comes in the room and challenges you.
dude, I think you might have two things up.
Not me.
Okay. Okay, let's see if that was it. I'm sure that was it. Okay.
Did you break it?
Yeah, I fixed it.
Usually Jeff P breaks it, so.
No. Like I said, it's all new to me, so I appreciate everyone joining. We're going to do the giveaway here in a few. Um, Really what we're going to do for the first couple, I would say 15 to 30 minutes, we're going to go over just a couple of the aquatics, I guess what I keep, I should say, and kind of what David and Jeff keep. You guys may know this, I'm a newer YouTuber, so kind of want to go down what everyone keeps and kind of, what we look to do in this upcoming year, 2025. Um,
Oh.
so
2025 goals.
It's coming. It's coming. So I'll start off. I deal with a lot of aquatic plants. I have some angels. This year, 2025, I have a lot of bigger tanks. So what my plan is to kind of go downsize the bigger tanks and start kind of going into smaller 20-gallon talls and 10-gallon tanks to breed Corridoras and rainbows. So
Ooh.
um, that's my plan for 2025. David,
Which
what about you?
which rainbows you got going, you thinking?
Uh, those Cali Tawas that I showed a couple streams ago, I was really thinking of breeding. There is about two or three different species that's growing up from Eric Balderoff that I have that I want to kind of grow. And, like I said, I don't know if that's a 2025 goal. Um, I have the fire, the Corey, the fire
Fireballs?
burst or
What?
fireballs. Yeah,
You
Oh
got the
I have
my.
a fire.
fireballs.
Yeah, I want to breed those. Those are
Oh.
Oh
definitely
wow.
25 goals.
Dibs.
So
Dibs on fry. Dibs on fry.
Wait a minute. No.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I get
Yeah.
all this dibs. Dibs
so
on the green
I have
lights.
Dibs.
one egg so far. So,
Dibs. Well,
but
that's cool. Those fireballs are really neat. So I'm gonna this is your third stream, you said?
it is. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yep.
and I didn't see the first two. Forgive me, fire me, do whatever you want. But so how many tanks do you have?
I have 15 currently. The issue that I'm running into right now is, like I said, I'm kind of running out of space. And with me running out of space, I have three 275s, a 65, 529s, and 610s. And then I have like a 2.5 here and there. So, but I think my goal, what I plan on doing, is getting rid of one of the bigger tanks and making a whole rack where that one tank would be. So,
There you go. Yep.
um,
Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up.
well, I don't have very much depth or height in this basement. It's only about 72 inches high. It's a
Okay.
100-year-old house, so it's very short. So,
You can still triple stack tens.
yeah, yep.
So, and you might be able to get away with. I did triple stack 20 longs.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
about
think I want to do 20 highs, but I thought about 20 longs as well. So
20 longs are ideal for the Corys.
Oh, 29
yeah,
tanks. I love 29. I love the 29-gallon tank,
They're
actually.
too high though. They're too high. Well,
Yeah.
for angels are good.
Yeah. For angels, they're really good.
Yeah.
well, if that's the thing. My whole logo is kind of based around discus, and about 8 years ago, that's what I was doing. Was doing more discus, and there's a whole story about that. But I was in an apartment at the time with a 75 and 65 and a couple 20s, and it's pretty much, I didn't have the necessary stuff that I needed, so that was a big issue that I had there. But when I moved to the house I'm at now, I sold all that or got rid of it. So
Uh, you
kind of
have no
starting
discus
fresh.
now? You have no discus?
Uh, no, I have two, but not like breeding or anything like that. I wouldn't sell them because they're just not great parents. So
I dropped a link in my community post. Ben Sharp put out a video today showing his stuff. Really great video. I don't know if you've seen
nice.
that. Ben Lake Missoula, Ben Sharp.
You post it?
I shared it on my community page. Is what I did. Pretty cool.
I wonder if I
It
got a
was really
notification for
nice stuff. Why must you torment me, Cheryl? Because it's fun, right, Cheryl?
So Jeff, that live or that video that you put out there, is that over what you're doing this year coming up
Who,
for
me?
2025? Yeah, do you have other plans for 2025
Oh,
for your
yeah.
fishing?
Yeah,
We always say you have a ton of room in that basement, so we're wondering if you're filling it up.
Man, I'm
Well,
telling you.
I can expand as I can. I do have plans, so I'm going to get back into my killifish again. I'll get these spawning mops busy. I got my cherry barbs. I just started that project right now, and hopefully I can get that underway and going strong during the winter. And then just waiting my time for my other fish to grow up. My sterile albinos that I got and I hope to breed them. I've never bred Corys before in my life, so it'll be a whole new experience. And yeah, but I like the killifish. They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, we just had someone at Japassi come regarding some killifish, and they were talking. There was a couple different types of killifish, and I'd never really realized too much about the killifish. I'd never really looked into them. But the guy was breeding them in moss. He would put moss in the bottom of a tank and then take it out and put it in like a bag. And a couple weeks
Yep.
later, he would look and see eyes in that moss. And then he would pull it out and put it in the tank, and he'll start a couple days later, he'll start seeing swimmers. Instead of utilizing a tank, he would actually put it in a bag, which was just insane to me.
It is crazy.
So
Yeah,
killifish, how long does it take for those eggs to hatch?
I've heard some of them up to 15 days.
Which is why killifish eggs get shipped around, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, annual killifish can get. I mean, I'm not sure about the non-annual. I really don't know, to be quite honest with you. I've never tried to do the outside. You put them in peat moss, and then put them in water, and then have them just hatch. I've never done that.
Yeah, that was crazy. That's one thing that I'm kind of going to throw it out there. Greater Pittsburgh Aquarium Society, they bring in a lot of people, and one was Richard Pierce. His name was. It was December 7th that he came in and gave a good talk. So just very nice. I mean, what I learned there, and like I said, if you become a member, you can go back and review kind of the videos and stuff, which I need to again. But a lot of knowledge from that man. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Killies, he wants to get it. Yeah, you want more Corys though too, don't you?
Me? Oh yeah, I do.
Yep.
Darlene's Tanks. I haven't seen that name. Hello, Darlene. Welcome. Unless I've seen you before and just haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen that name. I think I've seen that name before, but not in a long time.
Been a long time, yeah. Oh wow, she said I was getting them and just happened a week earlier.
I just thought you were joking. Yeah, my 2025 plans. I'm just I'm all out Corey mode. I'm gonna take over the course of the next few streams in January and February. A couple of times we'll be going through Corey's again because we always do. And I'm gonna start making some notes and I'm hoping that sometime in January I build a new rack, which will give me an additional 7 20 longs and probably about maybe 9 more 10s.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
That'll get rid of a 55 I have and a 29 and a 20 high. So I don't know where those are going to go, but at least what I'm planning on doing then is that will give me a rack that will have 9 20 longs on it and 12 10s.
Wow.
So
Nice.
it'll give me more tanks and get rid of some of the bigger ones. But I will have to rehome a huge red shrimp colony and I'll have to rehome the smoky blue angels I got. I don't know where I'm going to set that tank up yet, but
Wow.
2020. I'm going to do my first rack like you do, having them stacked short face out.
short face out. Yep.
Oh,
I've never done that. Everything I have is the big horizontal picture on my tanks.
What size tanks? 10s, 20s?
Anything from 10 gallon up to 75. They're all the big picture. I don't have anything going sideways. Just stacked up.
The 20 longs that I put in, I'll see the long side of those.
Oh, okay.
The 10s I have not decided. I just don't want to reach all the way into a 20 long.
Yeah, I was thinking I'd get some 10s and do that way with the 10. I like the 10-gallon tank.
The 10s are ideal for doing that. And actually, if I do that, the original rack I designed would hold 12. If I have enough space and I'm only talking like an extra, 4 to 6 inches when you turn them. Wait, what are they, 14 inches? 16 inches long?
Oh, the 20. The 10s are 20.
10s are 20?
20, and then they're 10 inches wide.
I was going to say 10 3/4 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And
So
then
it's 9-inch difference for me to turn them. So if I have enough room and I can turn those 10s, I can go from 12 10s to about, I'll bet you I can get 18 to 20 on there.
And Jody says you can rehome both of those to her doorstep. Your wish is David's command. He'll get those right to you.
Listen to her. Yeah, and a female mystery snail. And a female mystery snail.
Yep. Hashtag giveaway.
You got it going, huh?
hashtag giveaway. We're going to try it. I don't know.
Is the panel doing that too, or is it just the people out?
Heck yeah, the panel should be doing it.
Okay.
I mean, we get that and a paycheck.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, if I win, I'm gonna pick somebody. I'm gonna pick somebody to gift it to.
See, with me too. Same here. Oh, I didn't do a pound. Darn it. Pound.
So, oh man, who am I gonna gift that to? I'm gonna write it down now so that nobody can sway me for the next 15 to 20 minutes.
Let me see here. I'm gonna close my eyes. My eyes are closed. And I'm gonna scroll.
Oh, that's a good,
and I'm
good
gonna
idea.
point. And I'm gonna touch the screen. I'm gonna open my eyes now. If I win, Darlene's Tanks is gonna be the winner.
Ooh.
I did it. I closed my eyes and I just scrolled and scrolled. I didn't see anything and I just reached out. So Darlene's Tanks, if I win, it goes to you.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to do the same here in a second. Let me pull up the participant list.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Ready? I don't even know where I'm at.
Eyes are closed.
Now I gotta find my cursor.
Ah,
All right. I need to see.
Oh,
if
it's
this
nowhere
is
close
working.
to anything.
oh my God. Can you hear me?
Ah,
Yeah.
Latoya. Landed on Latoya.
Oh,
Latoya's been wanting some plants.
I gotta go in here. I gotta go in the settings for my my camera for some reason or another. It does this once in a great while.
Latoya gets the extra one.
Ah, okay. There we go. So Latoya, you got Latoya,
I got Latoya.
and I got Darlene's tanks. What about you? Are you going to do the same thing, Austin? Are you going to pick somebody if you put your own name in, and then
You do.
you win it?
Your name's going to be on the wheel, I think, because didn't you write hashtag giveaway in a comment?
Yeah, I'll definitely be giving it away. I'll probably just spin again.
Oh, there you go.
Oh well, no, actually, we're doing the doom, the death. So
You'll have to-
Yeah, the devil wheel, yeah, right.
I'll do that. Give me 1 minute. I'm having a small issue. I'm not seeing anybody entered. So
Did you hit refresh on the?
yeah,
I think that's how you do it. I'm not sure. Steven's here. If you can,
It is. Yeah.
I'm still new. I've only done one giveaway, so I don't. And that was with
okay. I might do another one. Give me 1 second. Let me see what's going on there. Yeah, that should have worked.
Cheryl says, "Not me." I hope you win. I need plants bad. Oh, okay. Hello, Sarah. It's a hashtag giveaway for plants, Sarah. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's everyone.
Steady.
If you put hashtag giveaway, try it again as well. I just want to verify that you guys
I'll
are
do it
getting
again.
this.
Okay, well, I'll do it one more time just to be sure here. Hashtag. Oops.
Because I'm not seeing no entries for some reason.
Away. All right. There we go. Always, let me see what it is. Always refresh before spinning.
Okay.
You have to refresh before spinning the wheel. Yeah, I just happened to notice that at the corner of my eye when I seen the.
Yeah, I don't know why. I keep pressing refresh. It says 1 entry.
Who is it?
It doesn't even tell me.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, make sure you hit refresh to see all the entries. Did you hit refresh?
Yeah. Yep.
Hi, Jenna.
You know what we should do? Well, it might be good to have either Jenna or Steven come up on the panel and help you with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me. Steven, if you're available, that'd be great.
You pop up for a minute just to
Or
help
Jenna.
us.
I'd rather see
Yeah,
Jenna
hold
than
on.
Steven.
You what?
I'd rather see Jenna than Steven.
Oh,
Let me send it over. Give me 1 minute.
Darlene needs some plants, so see what we can do. And
All right. I'll send you. I'll just put it in the chat.
You might as well just pop up share that screen, that giveaway screen. You might be able to
Yeah,
talk
I can do
real
that.
quick way.
Sure.
oh, sorry, getting dinner cleared up, family stuff before bed, etc. Oh, so he can't do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
share
No
that
problem.
screen. Let's see that.
Yeah, if you can
Okay.
share it up with people, we can. It's present, and then you'll bring it up, and you probably have to add it to the stage too. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you guys should be seeing it.
Yeah, you got the hashtag giveaway up top.
Okay, now hit the refresh button.
Yep.
What's up with that?
Is that the refresh button? Or is that
Yeah,
It
you
is.
hit it. Yeah, it's spinning.
what's the button to the left of that?
That
Shows
says
how many
1
entries.
Click on that.
Yeah, it doesn't show anything though.
Yeah, stop right there. Go back up.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag Keyword hashtag giveaway, huh? What's up
Now,
with that?
is it case sensitive or is it?
I didn't think it was. I wonder. It's not, is it, Steven or Jenna?
I don't think
It's
it
not
was.
case sensitive, is it?
Sounds like there's maybe a bug.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess close that one down. Let's do it again.
Well, we got boogs, bugs, and more here. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Create a new giveaway. You can go down there and create a new giveaway.
Yeah,
Or whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
not case sensitive. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't think it
I was wondering about that. I wasn't sure.
Let's do this. I'm going to just do ALA Aquatics just to change it up. Maybe it's giving an issue.
Like hashtag ALA to make it nice and easy. ALA.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay, great.
Now you
hit refresh. I think you have to hit refresh and then tell everybody to put their things and then hit refresh again.
Okay, so there it is. It came up on FishFam Link. Did the giveaway come up on FishFam Link when he did it?
I haven't seen that.
Oh, you're probably not looking at YouTube, right?
I'm not looking at YouTube. I'm just in here.
Hey, look.
It says right there, host has created a giveaway using the FishFam giveaway tool. Enter ALA in the chat to participate.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I just looked at it. It just came up.
Maybe I know I didn't refresh in the beginning, so maybe that's what it was. I had to refresh and then tell you guys. So that might be the issue. Let's see. There's still only one entry.
Oops. The world?
Okay, I'm getting sharing this.
That is bizarre.
All right, and then so everybody did that. Now hit refresh again. See what happens. Where did it go? Did it disappear?
He took it down.
No, I can bring it up.
Yeah. Leave it up, and then until we can figure out how it's
looking at another thing. Okay.
Steven Steven, do you know is Garden of Eater using it?
Oh, that's right. Maybe it's overwhelmed with his.
One entry. All right. So we'll change it up. That's I have a backup plan. So the difference is here is I'm gonna have to do it all manually. So give me 1 minute.
Caitlin DeRosa here. Hello, welcome. It's a new name I haven't seen.
Let's do it this way.
Sketty Nona's asking, can you still see the participants list?
I can see it.
Okay. Yeah, David said he can see it.
I mean, I can pull it up on YouTube. I can pull it up on the YouTube stream.
Okay.
I was just looking at Garden of Eater, see if they got a giveaway going right now.
I'll go ahead and get in there.
I do not see any hashtags going on in their chat.
They started only at 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah. But I would imagine they've probably got more than one giveaway, so I just thought they might have one going on by now, but apparently not. Okay, so they haven't used it yet, apparently. Boy, they're in for a surprise, too.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's your backup plan there, Austin? Gonna type everyone's name out, throw them in a hat?
I mean, I could do Wheel of Names. I guess that's another way I could do it. I just, let me see. You can see a participant.
Well, Sarah says draw a number between 1 and 14. You could write a number down and just wait for it to come up. What?
You're a patron then.
What?
You're a patron of FishFam Link.
Yeah. No, I am not. No, why?
Because Well, Jenna says you have to be a patron to view the participants list.
No, you can look at a participant list on the YouTube page. If you go to the 3 dots on the YouTube scroll at the top of the chat page, you can see all participants in the chat.
Oh.
I don't think it shows you people who are not chatting.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
if you open the YouTube page on the stream
Mm-hmm.
and hit the 3 buttons, the 3 dots, you can pull up a participant list so you can see who's been in the room.
Mhm.
Okay. And then this is what I'll do. It'll be easier. Let me just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You said 14. Let's do it that way. Is that right?
Yep, there's 14 in the chat.
15, 14 instead of me. Okay. 15. Okay. So this is what I'll do. I'm going off of my participants, what I'm seeing on my participant stuff. Let me share this real quick. So you're gonna get double of me. It's gonna be probably the easiest way. Share my screen. And share screen. I'm gonna just present this YouTube. Here's what I have here as a participants. So, 1 will be me, 2 Cheryl, 3 Darlene's, 4 Elfish, and then it goes on from then. So, what I have here is I'm going to now share my wheel of names, and I'm going to actually just pick the winner the first time, the first one, since that took longer. So let's just do whoever gets this is going to win the package.
All right, bring it on.
And Jenna says there's also a StreamYard giveaway. I didn't know there was.
I didn't know that either. I just saw that.
Okay. So whoever wins this is going to be the winner, 1 through 15.
I'll take those 4 for $10 classic roast beefs.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
That's not a bad deal, is it?
Do you remember when they were 4 for $5?
Yes.
Yeah, those are the good old days.
I remember when they were 5 for $5.
All right, we're hijacking his stream. Let him spin his wheel.
Okay.
Yeah, the issue now is we only have 8, so let me just do this.
Do we know what numbers we are?
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I got whatever I have here. So there's only 8 in the thing right now. Let me just delete these.
So count down through the 8 and then start up at the top again.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 8. I got a snippet.
Okay.
I got a picture of who was here at that time. So
all right, okay.
Here it goes. Whoever gets it wins.
Okay. Good luck, everybody.
Number 3, Darlene's Tanks.
Darlene, got it.
Yay!
And I can share that as well.
There we go. Congratulations.
She won one way. She had 2 chances and she pulled it off on her own.
There she goes.
She didn't need your stinking help, Jeff.
I know, but I'm still trying. Yeah, love you. Congratulations. That's nice.
So, Darlene, I'll put my information out, my email. If you just message me through there, I will send you the package, get your information through there. Yeah.
Oh, boogs, bugs, and more. Where? Boogs, bugs, and more.
Thanks for everyone for joining and everything.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of an issue, so
We can blame Steven for that.
hey, I asked him. It's all right. He did say it was a little buggy. It's been buggy recently, so I don't want to give him.
Darlene, for that you get 100. I'm your 103rd subscriber. I just did that.
Oh yeah, I should look.
Nice.
And gotta check these other.
Did you put her link up there, Jeff?
Yes, I'll do that. Yes, absolutely. Let me get back to it. Oops.
I'm busy eating my Pop-Tart.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. I'm getting there. There we go. And go to the channel.
Did you say my name?
Share. Copy link.
Dude, you're gonna have a lot of plants coming to you.
This is Darlene's Tanks. Link right here. Oh,
Thank
wow.
you, Jeff.
You're very welcome. And Bugs and More. That's another name I haven't recognized. Let me check this out.
All right, Darlene's Tanks. Wait, you got 103 subscribers. You need some content.
Yes.
104.
Yep.
And yes.
Hey, Mark. Good day, Mark Strelson.
Oh, yep.
Hey, Mike.
Good. Mike's in the room.
Mhm.
Mark, hello, buddy.
All right.
Hey, there's Mike eating a poop. Oh. Oh.
I just subscribed to you, Darlene.
Yep. Congratulations, Darlene, on your win, and nice to meet you. We like to help people.
Yeah. Yep. It's gonna be roughly, I'm gonna say, a close to $100 package. When you talk about 10, different species. So it's definitely gonna be a different kind. It's gonna be definitely more based with stem plants, but I will reach out. I'm gonna do it based on your type and what kind of tank you have. So if you have dirted, then it's gonna go a little bit more extreme. If it's just rock or sand, then we can kind of discuss that. So I want to make sure I can give you a good package that will live. So
Yep. You just use your phone. You can just put it on your camera and do the video, and yeah, just pretty much do that, and then upload it on YouTube.
yep, yeah. No, I'm a newer YouTube as well, Darlene. So it was it just takes time. Like I said, everything takes time. So you saw the issues I had just now. So it's just you have to overcome them. That's all. So well, yeah. I mean, like I said, my whole goal of this was kind of do the giveaway. I do, and I haven't even told Jeff or David this, that my plan is to at least stream once a week, kind of putting out content once a week, either if it's a live or a video or a short. So, like I said, just a new YouTuber, just trying to kind of um, make content, kind of get with the fish fam and meet people like Jeff and David. So they've been amazing help. So, and even Ron was supposed to help as well. So he's just sick right now. So I appreciate everyone in this community. So
It is. It's a really good community.
It is. Absolutely.
yeah. I love. Biggest thing I like about it is you can see what other people are keeping and they're presenting and that's one thing that I would recommend. If you're into any kind of aquatics, reach out, because someone local, don't go, in my opinion, don't go pet stores, because someone local is going to have healthier, better fish or plants or, whatever you're kind of looking at. So just keeps it better in the hobby and, helps all the hobbyists out. So,
Yeah. And if you have an addiction to anything, just kidding.
Yeah. Right.
We have the Aquatic Addicts Anonymous, so you can join that.
Try not to get too competitive either.
No.
yeah.
Right. Cheryl, try not to get too competitive.
Yeah, I think another thing on my goal next year is to give a couple free plant packages next year, 2025, at the end of the year. So just kind of for Christmas. So I grow plants a lot. I don't sell as many as I would like, but like I said, I just wanted to throw it out to you guys. Another thing is, like I said before, I have a Facebook page. That's kind of where I do sell all my plants and do all of that. So, but
Yeah,
so
very nice.
any
Yeah,
new fish? So I want to know this. We mentioned earlier, different kind of plants for like setup and fish. I guess, David, I think you mentioned Corridoras. What kind of Corys are you looking to get in 2025?
I haven't really. I mean, I would. I've always wanted the Adolphis, but I'm tired of listening to Steven talk about them. But I mean, I guess the Adolphis are brutal. I already have a brutal spawning type in the Equus, so I don't want another troublesome fish. But I think I'll probably do a laser. I don't know which one I'll do. Those gold lasers look amazing. Branton just got some, and he had a video of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, Cheryl's greens are gorgeous too. So I don't know. I'm going to try a laser, I think. Jeff's got me looking at those Parallelis.
Ooh, they're nice, aren't they?
Yeah, Cheryl's already got the Barbatus, so I'm just going to wait for her to send me some free ones. I don't know. I haven't really put my finger on some yet, but I would imagine that I want to have at least 5 more species of Corys in 2025.
Wow.
So, and that would take me to 15. So,
Wow. You
that's
already
funny.
have 10, huh?
I have
That's
10,
amazing.
yes.
Wow.
Darlene,
Okay.
yeah, I've got 10. I mean, I would say that I've been heavily into the hobby for 2 years. So, yeah, I know. I know, Jody. So that's what I was thinking. Jody, I have to think about a giveaway for when I get to 500 subs, right? So I was thinking that I saw how many people were drawn into Dan's when he gave away those Equus. So I was thinking I'd give away Equus for my 500 subs. But no, I've got 2 separate tanks for those Equus. I got 6 in one and 3 in another. And they're both going through a dry season right now. So I am eager to hit those hard and see what happens with those. But
How long of a dry season so far?
What's that?
How long of a dry season so far have you?
It's probably been 2 to 3 months already.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was a 20 high, and I'm down to a third of the water left in the tank right now.
Wow. Okay.
The other tank, there's the 3 are in a 5.5 gallon, and that's probably down to about a third of the tank right now. So,
what are you feeding them? I'm curious.
Very little.
Okay.
They get live brine maybe once a week.
Okay.
And they might get a shot of some flake food every once in a while. It's been real hit and miss. I'm not really on any type of schedule with them. So they're being punished. So
yeah.
I'm hoping that, when they get fresh water and food, maybe they'll respond accordingly, or else they'll go into another dry season.
Yeah. Well, if you're ever looking to get rid of them, David, I'm here. So
Everybody's in line for them.
I know.
You should have someone like a week later they'll be dropping eggs everywhere. Like, oh, thanks, Dave.
I know, right?
Yeah,
send them to somebody else, and they start dropping eggs. That's the other thing. I mean, that's what happens next. I mean, after I try this with the coming into a rainy season, that will be the next thing. I'm going to just start jumping around from tank to tank, and hopefully that one of those transitions from tank to tank will make them spawn. But anyway, so other than that, I do want to increase my nanofish. I mean, Jeff talked me into platies. I picked up some platies.
Oh, yeah.
Hawaiian
Varietas. Those are nice.
Yep, I have those, and those are breeding for me. I think I finally got my CPDs breeding. I'd like to get the Glow Light Danios breeding. I picked up some of those. And then, my cherry barbs. I really want my cherry barbs. I think I pulled some eggs, but I think they fungused already. So I got to figure out how I'm going to deal with those eggs. Because it's a Glow Light Danios I think I got eggs off of.
Really?
And they look like they fungused a little bit. And I just put them in a hang-on breeder box that is not, I'm not flowing through it, but I dropped an air stone in it. It's just hanging on the side of the tank, and it looks like those eggs fungused. And I'm like, oh crap! Do I need to methylene blue the glow light Danio eggs? I don't know. I don't know. Anybody out there done any Danio eggs?
That's one thing that, with the Danios that I was I found out what I've found out, what I've done is, you can't put, are you using any methylene blue?
I am not
on
for
those?
those. No, I'm not for those.
Yeah, I would probably recommend a little bit of methylene blue. And then I know, there was something that some like eggs are light sensitive, and that's another thing I would kind of wonder. It depends on what kind of Danios they are, and if they're going to be kind of light sensitive. So
there are no direct tank lights over that tank.
Okay.
But there's an LED light, a ceiling light, probably not too far from them. But it's just a 60 watt bulb. But So I don't know. Well, Branton, Craig's Catfish said that he's watched his fungused eggs. If they're fertile, he says it doesn't matter if they have fungus on them or not; they're gonna hatch. He swore up and down about that, but. Yeah, so I don't know. And that was pretty much the first time I dumped out of the collection box I have in there, and I really was pretty certain that I dumped eggs into the box. So, but I'll just keep trying it. So,
yeah, the one thing about you mentioned the gold laser, Corey's. I have, I think, 12 gold lasers, and they're probably 2 years old and still haven't bred for me. But I never went through a dry season or anything like that yet. I do agree. I do think they hide more than most quarries because they're hard to see unless if you have a lot of wood or leaf matter in the bottom. It just seems like they're hiding constantly.
Yeah,
So,
I will definitely take that into account because I do not want shy cories.
Yeah.
I've already seen enough with shy plecos, right? Honestly, I don't know why people want to spend so much money on plecos that just hide all the time. So I'm trying to watch for plecos that, I'm telling you, those red spot Rio Paraguays that I got, they are right out in front. They're right there. They aren't shy at all. So, the L333 I got, he's nowhere to be found. The 519s I got, they're hiding all the time, which is kind of bizarre because I think the red spots are a version of the 519, but.
Yeah.
Caitlin DeRoser, I'm sending a link right here. This is to Stubbs Aquatics. He's a barb breeder. I noticed you wanted to breed your dwarf gold barb. She's a good person to talk to. He's bred lots of different types. So
I know I got those, and I got those rosy barbs from 5-star betas. I'm eager for those to grow up. I'd like to try and breed those, and I do have a small batch of tiger and green barbs, tiger barbs and green tiger barbs, and I would love to try and spawn those. I just love that fish. I love the tiger barb, but especially the green one.
Oh, the reticulated hillstream loach. Nice. See that Jody has the reticulated hillstream loaches as eggs. Oh. That's cool.
Yeah, Brent. I'm the lasers that I'm keeping. I've done pretty much everything. I've tried to feed them black worms, blood worms, from pellets to flake. I've pretty much tried everything that I can think of, other than baby brine shrimp. That's one thing another thing I would like to start up. I don't feed baby brine shrimp. I just feed powdered food to all my babies, and that's like I was saying before that I never really bred too many fish. It was more of the aquarium plants until this year coming up. That's what I want to do more.
Aren't the black worms supposed to be really good for getting the condition up for the females to
live ones?
Yeah, live
Yeah,
blackworms, live blackworms, maybe live bloodworms might even
I
be
think,
good.
yeah, I think live foods are a lot better. Although, I mean, I do a lot of baby brine shrimp in my fish room, but my Corys they get frozen bloodworms probably 2 to 3 times a week. So,
Welcome in Clicks Images.
yeah,
yeah,
like Brandon says, you got to pound them with food. Yeah.
yeah. I was feeding them twice a day, and I was pretty much going. And I know there's a big no because with bloodworms sometimes because their shell can cause some backup with the quarry, but I was trying to breed them, and I was feeding them 2 to 3 times a day, a good amount. So with bloodworm, and still no luck. And like I said, I haven't done any dry season. I did water changes when weather change. When it rains with that pressure, and nothing really helped out with that. So
Hello,
um,
Clicks.
there's a couple I want to definitely try to breed. They're one of them. So.
Yeah, I had never heard that you would have to force cold lasers through a dry season. There's
Yeah,
there's
me
got to be
either.
something else.
Yeah,
Do you have hard water, soft water? What do you got?
well, that's the thing. I use pretty much straight RO, and then I remineralize it. But that's another thing that I thought maybe of doing is possibly just using straight tap. So I don't know. Usually when you use RO, it starts breeding behaviors too, because I remineralize my own water with the RO, and it's
Right.
just that's usually when they're breeding. I mean, I've had Venezuelans, orange Venezuelan quarries breed for me constant at one time. Angels breed for me constant at one time. Just seems like everything currently is kind of at a dry. They're not breeding, so there's
Yeah,
something going on.
the
I don't know what
laser
it
the
is.
lasers are an Aeneas, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I would think that, man, Brent's right. That's the Aeneas don't need. They shouldn't really need much. You sure you got males and females?
I am not, and I never really looked. But if I have 12 male, I mean, I don't know. I couldn't imagine having 12 males or 12 females. So,
Tell
but
them, Jeff.
Oh,
Tell them.
I was gonna mention to you that, David, that you got your Equus in the dry season right now. I'd keep them there. When a big storm comes up or something, then
water
do
change.
the water change. Give them a nice cold.
That's my game plan.
Yeah.
Well, how many crepensas did you have, and they were all females or males? What'd you get?
Well, I got 6, and they were all males. Now I have 2 females to add to them.
So it can happen. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking right now that I have 12 smoky blue angels, and I'm thinking they're all the same sex.
Wow.
I got them in 2 separate batches of 6.
Wow, that's unusual.
And I'm looking those fish over top to bottom, and I see absolutely no differences in any of them. And they all look identical.
Lowell's Fish Labs. Brandon brings a point up here. Check out Lowell's Fish Labs on YouTube. He breeds all kinds of stuff. I love that channel. Have you ever seen it, David?
Yes, I have. Yep.
He's bred a lot of stuff.
Yep.
Histogrammas, tetras, everything, you name it. Bred a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. In fact, I want to have him on this. Invite him sometime. Pick his brain for a while.
Oh yeah, that would be fun. Where is he? Where's he at?
I don't know where he's located at. Hey, Stefan, welcome in. Lush and Salty Aquariums. I'm not sure what state he's in. If that's what you mean. No idea.
Yeah, that's is he in the U.S.?
He's in the U.S. and he also created his own fry tray. Really cool.
The fry tray I did see. It was very, very nice. Yes.
A very nice fry tray that he did, and I like it because it's white, so you can see the fry really easy. So,
speaking of fry, nice batch of albino Cory fry I got.
Yes.
So far, so good. There's at least 30 of them there that made it. So
that is nice. I can't wait to
just moved all the survivors into one deli cup. So I haven't done a good count on them yet, but that's my biggest batch of living albino fry. So
I didn't realize bug buffet was that expensive. I was looking at the chat here. Caitlin says that I wish it would be more affordable in the U.S. Last time I looked, it was over $80 for a decent sized bag.
is that the stuff that Keeping Fish Simple makes?
Yeah.
Bug buffet, is that bug buffet? Oh yeah. It's probably because of the shipping cost.
Right. Yep. So, anyways, yeah, 2025.
Oh, really? You think so cool for saying hi to you? Well, that's good. You're a cool guy, Stefan.
What's that?
Stefan said that my daughter thinks I'm so cool because I said hi to him. Hey, that's all right. Everybody deserves it. Right on.
Yeah, I would love to breed those fire quarries. I had one egg and the one egg fungus, and I didn't even notice it until a day or two later. They hit them. They hit that one very good. So
Where did they lay it at?
well, so I have sand, and that's another thing I was thinking about kind of getting rid of. But they like sifting through the sand. But I also have driftwood, 3 or 4 pieces of driftwood in there, and they hit it inside of like it must have been like a quarter-inch piece of the driftwood. I don't even know how they got in there. And I was looking, and that's the only one I saw. So I don't know if they either ate them or, if I know, like talking to a few people that I know bred them, they mentioned that they only get like a spawn of 7.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're very low spawn rate, I guess.
Well, I will tell you, I did a short video because I managed to catch my stir-bys spawning and laying eggs. And I did a video and had the female with the eggs in her fins, and I videoed her laying them on a plant. And as she moved away, a male came in and started eating the eggs.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
It was unbelievable. Just like that within 2 seconds.
So it's kind of like the right time, right place at the right time to get the maximum.
Exactly. And normally I don't have a problem collecting eggs from those stir-bys. But the second albino colony that I started has bred for me 3 times, and I've missed eggs every single time. All I do is see the remnants of the shells on the glass. And I mean, I'm in my fish room at least twice a day, so they're eating them fast. They don't mess around.
Yeah, that's the thing that's weird. I know that, in my opinion, they're so soft when they just get laid that you can crush them easier when they just get laid than after 15, 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, I would probably wait it no matter what because of that. So that's a shame.
Can I point something out about the fish fam real quick while we're just not
Sure, please.
Yes, I just noticed here. This is another thing that's very wonderful about our community. Okay, we got here. Jody's talking about a 900 gram bag. It's totally worth the cost. And then we have Cheryl says, Jody, next time you order, let me know. They can put in a group order and split shipping.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Networking, finding out. You might find species you're looking for that somebody else might have. You might have something they might want. That's what it's so good about. It's like it's a community, but it's also a good place to network.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I just wanted to mention that. I just seen that, and it's like that was like a perfect example of what the fish fam can do.
Yeah, another thing, and that's a great point. Another thing is when you go into the fish fam or even any local clubs, you get familiar with people and the events around the world. I never really realized all the events around the world, and that's one thing. Carpooling. They'll mention, hey, you want carpool? Yeah, sure, and saves you a lot of money and you find people that actually like the same hobby. Where if you're just kind of in your own space, you don't get these perks. So no, I totally agree, Jeff. There's many upsides. to
I
it.
mean, I would never know anything about like a Pittsburgh club or anything like that unless somebody had mentioned it to me and we talked about it in a stream. I mean, I would have never looked for a fish club in Pittsburgh. I mean, I haven't been to one yet, but I'd like to go down to it. And I know Latoya goes over there. And are you going over to that one? Where are you? Where exactly are you at?
I'm in Monaco. I don't know if it's south. I'm a little bit about 45 minutes outside of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
So,
all right.
But
are you below Pittsburgh or to the east or west or what?
I don't even know. I'm not even gonna lie.
Because I think
Right,
that
I
like
can
Ed's
tell you.
Aquatics, Ed's down below Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm more north of Pittsburgh. I'm like
Cranberry?
northwest. Yeah, I'm right to the left of Cranberry.
Oh, I got a brother. My brother-in-law lives in Cranberry.
Yeah, Ed's Aquatics. He goes to Japassy as well, Greater Pittsburgh Aquarium Society, and he is a wealth of knowledge. He's very, very into it. So, yeah, he sells food, and I'm definitely going to be getting some here soon from him. So,
Yeah, I've gotten some fish from him in Jeff's auction. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
yeah.
I would really like to go down to that Pittsburgh just to see some of the people down there, meet some people face to face.
Oh yeah,
I got to meet Latoya, so.
Yeah, this year coming up, that's another goal of mine is kind of do more fish, kind of fish events. Clash, that's one of them. I want to come up to Erie. I know you guys have a club up there, so this year coming up, I'm definitely expecting to come and kind of reach
You
out
should have
to
been
more.
at the October auction. Holy cow!
Yeah,
Jeez, that was craziness.
yeah. Yeah, no, I ran into a couple issues in this fall and winter with some of my house. So some expensive stuff. So I was trying to get that done. But
wait, Latoya, are you guys having a meeting on New Year's Eve?
31st. Wow.
I think that's right.
Huh?
It's a good way to bring in the new year.
Who does that?
I don't know, but you probably get some good deals.
Oh my.
Is it weather sensitive? I'll make sure I'm home, Jody says.
Is what weather sensitive?
I'm not sure. I'm just reading off what happened here. Yes, Jody, it's a surprise. Oh, it's a surprise. She has something that...
Oh.
I'm so excited, Cheryl.
Cheryl's sending out Corey's already?
Yeah, I think.
Ooh. Ooh, wow. You know, it's 53 degrees here right now, David.
It is. It's 47 here right now, so.
It's nice weather. If we had like a couple of weeks of that, we could really get some stuff out, you know.
Weathermen are calling for lake effect snow on Friday, so. I know. I thought like, oh, we'll see if this one plays out. No Corey's, Cheryl. Not sending them out yet. No gifts.
Probably in the springtime will be January. Oh, January 31st.
Okay, January 31st. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's our first fact. It's actually a buck a bag auction, so pretty cool. That is going to, just so everyone knows, that's going to be a pretty big event because the seller gets a lot more and the buyer, kind of gets that deal as well. So that's definitely a big event.
I was worried to get all the stir by. Yeah, they made it. I told you they'd make it, didn't I?
You did, Mr. Optimist.
Oh, look at that.
He was telling me.
And Latoya's saying, woohoo, $1 a bag.
Yeah, that was the auction, $1 a bag, yeah.
Wow.
That was crazy. Whew.
Puffer, Congo, spotted puffer. Oh, wow. It wouldn't feed enough to justify the cost. I see. Well, you needed some ramshorn snails for all them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got a few snails. Carolyn's trying to find out new ways to smash them.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. She's trying to find the best material in about a 6x8 piece that she can just slide in the tank and press it to the front and smash them all.
I just take them whole and I throw them in the African cichlid tank and they just down they go. They crunch
I
it all.
don't have African cichlids.
Hey, I got some for you.
I know. I knew you were going to say that, right? I got some for you. Yep.
By the way, everybody out there, I mean, to the new people, at some point, if you want to pay shipping, I got some beautiful dragon blood peacocks. They're free to you. All you have to do is pay the shipping, and I'll get them out to you as soon as the weather is decent. We can wait until springtime, but they're yours if you want them. They are gorgeous too. I just need room for my shell dwellers and other things, so I'm just trying to clear out some tanks
For your 2025 projects.
Yes, absolutely.
That's a big thing for me too in 2025 is making better use of the tanks I have.
Yes, indeed. Yep. That's what I'm. Right now, my tanks are just kind of a hodgepodge. I want to get organized. I want to be able to get, okay, here's my Lake Tanganyika that I'm trying to breed out. Here's my live bear section, and on like that. But right now, it's just kind of like helter skelter mix. I got this here, that there. It's all just all over the place. And that.
Yeah, I mean, you guys all have like the linear piston air pumps and things like that. So right now, I mean, to your point, the space, my similar aspect, my space is again not used properly, and that's what's kind of affecting what I have. But moving 75 gallons is pretty difficult ourselves.
Oh yeah, I can't do it by myself. I'll tell you right now that I have a 40-gallon breeder is like the maximum for me, and I don't like to move those by myself.
Yeah.
29-gallon on down is where I'm at right now to move my easily.
Yeah.
Brandon feels ignored.
Who does?
Brandon does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I mean, and I will be honest. I've been trying to ignore him the whole stream, but I'm kidding.
Brand, are you? I don't mind Brand joining. Does anyone else?
As long as he's got a shirt on.
All right. Let me. I'm gonna have to set this up. I don't know if I have a 4-pane, so give me 1 second.
Okay, I got a big tub of crushing with big tweezers, so. Yeah, and Jody says she sends them all to Mountaintop Puffer.
Oh, Mountaintop, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'll bet you he goes through them.
Brand wants to join. That's fine. There we go.
I don't know if I've been on a stream with him or not. I don't think I have.
Brenton? You were. I think he came on with us one time.
Did he come on with us? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he might have. Did I ignore him then too?
I don't remember.
I ignored him then too.
I was probably ignoring. No, I was kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No, I don't know if he did or not. That's funny.
That's a chance. I said he has to wear his shirt, and he says that's a chance you have to be willing to take.
I
was nice. That's because I didn't know you then.
You were nice to me then, yeah.
Yeah, your first impression must have bombed with me or something. I don't know.
Well, click on the link and pop on in here.
I'll tell you what happened, Brandon. You started getting in there with Curtis, making all those wisecracks. So I just had to throw you in your own category with Curtis.
I don't see him yet.
Yeah, we'll hit that link there, Brandon.
Now who's scared, Brandon?
I don't know. He might be naked again.
Yeah, don't. Don't.
Put a shirt on. You don't need. You don't need to worry about the pants because it only covers from here on.
We hope. There he is.
Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing?
The second bearded wonder.
Yeah.
What's up tonight?
I'm actually in a hotel room in Chicago.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be
What's
here
your name?
for.
I'm kidding.
They threw you out of Wisconsin?
No,
I'm
I left.
joking.
I left willingly.
Oh, my goodness.
I got product training for 4 days. I leave Thursday.
Oh,
What kind of products?
So, I'm a automotive painter, so I paint cars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
you're in there with Cheryl and Ryan.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what my dad used to do. Is
Okay.
paint cars.
That explains your mental. You've been breathing those paint fumes.
Yeah, that's all it's used. No, I actually don't. I do water based. I don't do.
Sure, Brandon. Sure, right. That's what you tell everybody. Oh no, this is all water based. I don't need a respirator.
No, I still wear one.
In Chicago for 3 days. I've been to Chicago twice. I
Yeah.
don't really care if I ever go back.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Chicago.
I'm not a big fan of any big cities, to be
I
honest.
had a lot of this tonight, so I'm feeling real fat.
White Castle.
Yeah.
I had my first White Castle about 3 years ago when my kid moved to Kentucky. We went down there and there was a White Castle there. First time I ever saw one.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with it.
Yeah, it's not bad. Their chicken sliders are really good.
Yeah, I think I had about 12 sliders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, sliders.
No, the
That was a
reason,
good night.
the reason I got White Castle is because I have a hard time, I guess, going number 2 when I'm away from home.
Oh boy.
So I figure the White Castle.
You don't
on the
strike me
first
as a
night-
shy guy, man.
So I figure the White Castle on the first night will help everything kind of
Get
stay
it
regular.
Oh man,
We had a
that's
White
too much,
Castle in your town.
too much information, man. Too much information.
White Castle didn't last long here at our place in our area.
You have White Castle?
About 2 years, and then they're gone.
Huh.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's a funny story trying to get over to White Castle. It took me about an hour, and it's literally 100 feet from the hotel. But I went down there. I was like, you know what? It's going to be faster if I walk. So I
Yeah.
walk there. I get there. I go to open the door. It's locked. I turn around. I come back to the hotel. I go all the way up to my room, and my key card isn't working. So I had to go all the way back down to the front desk. So I can go all the way back up to get my car keys, to go get in my car, go to White Castle to find out. I'm pulling up to White Castle in the car. I see somebody park and walk in. Well, they walked in a different door. Apparently, I'm trying to use the locked door. So I didn't even have to drive there. I didn't even have to come back.
Are you speaking of Harold and Kumar? Is that
Man, it was a mess.
Harold and Kumar? Remember that Harold and Kumar?
I was sweating by the end of it. I'm like, man.
Well, if that doesn't get your body moving, I don't know what will.
Yeah,
That ought to get everything moving.
that was funny.
They don't call it fast food for nothing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh wow.
So
well,
who won the plant giveaway then?
Darlene's tanks.
Darlene,
Nice.
thanks. And I was playing
that-
for her too, but she didn't need my help. She did it all on her own.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you showed up a little late for that.
Yeah, well, I was dealing with this White Castle debacle.
I can understand. Food first. Food first, stream later.
No, I got so many plants. I don't even know where I'd put them, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah, she still hasn't messaged me, so
Uh,
or emailed me. You
She's
put it
all
out there.
wrapped up in the stream. You got to keep their attention in the
It's
stream.
okay.
She'll get a hold of you.
Yeah,
Well, who
I
was
just
number
wanna
two?
make
Who was number 2?
We didn't do-
We didn't do the Wheel of Death.
We couldn't get the
Oh.
giveaway tool to work, which makes me wonder if they're using it over on Garden of Eater or not.
yeah, if you want to check, that'd be great. I'm curious if it's just me or not, so that
Well-
would kind of help.
have you seen Linky in the chat yet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he did say that he's doing the giveaway, and it showed the hashtag
uh-huh.
and the word, but it didn't work in the thing when he refreshed it. It wouldn't show any participants.
That's weird.
Let's see. I still don't see any hashtags in the chat.
Oh, its chat's been flying pretty good. It fell off the other end.
But yeah, so while I'm up here, I think, well, I don't think I am. I'm going to be going over to Stefan's place on Wednesday night.
Oh, is he over there in Chicago?
Yeah, he's in the city of Chicago.
Who else is around there? Do you know anyone else around there?
Kyle lives in Chicago. I'm about 20 minutes away from him. That's all I know. Just Stefan and Kyle. Kyle works the evening, so it's kind of a
tough to get to him.
Yeah, I can't really see him when I'm here on these work things.
I think he lives not too far from John, my fish tank aquatics.
Oh, that's right. John's around there somewhere.
And
yeah, in the
doesn't,
Chicago area.
Doesn't Christine live somewhere over here too?
She's out in the country. Watseka?
Yeah, Watseka. Yep, Watseka. I think. Yeah, I don't know how far south of Chicago, but
okay.
Yeah. Where's she tonight?
I guess she's out where she has her nearest neighbors like 2 miles away or something.
Where's she tonight?
I don't know. It might be. It's a little early for her right now. Well, it's 10:12. She might be around.
Yeah.
Or she might not have gotten the notification.
I wonder did you get a notification from me yet on this? That's kind of weird that didn't go out.
I got one. I just wasn't on my phone.
Did you get one from me or from Austin?
Let me check.
I knew it was going to happen because I talked to Austin, so I didn't even look for a notification on it, really.
I mean, I just put it in my community, assuming that anybody that got notifications from me would get this notification for this, but
yeah, I'm just wondering if it's something funky with FishBan for me, which I don't know. I mean, it showed us live.
It might be because you're real new. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
But
maybe it hasn't synced up right.
As far as a giveaway tool?
I don't know, just in general. Sometimes it takes a while. I got one from Austin.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
I wonder why mine didn't go out. Huh.
Yeah, and it says an hour ago.
Crazy. I don't understand how it all works. I don't understand how the notifications work because I know that sometimes I get notifications immediately and sometimes I get them 2 hours into a stream or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's technology.
Yes. I'm just dropping links to all the new people and everything in here. And every one of these channels, be sure to subscribe them all because they're very nice people.
They are.
You're welcome,
Latoya. Most of them are nice.
Oh, they are. They are.
I was gonna say if you're subbed to David at Hellfish Tank.
Hellfish Tanks. Yeah.
He's
really no. I'm sick and tired of my number going up and down and up and down. I figure it's all because of Brandon.
You know something? That's how it goes, though. I noticed that. It'll go up a couple, it'll go down one, and it'll go up one more, then you'll lose two, then you'll get three more. It's kind of like, but it always trends up slowly, is what it happens. That's what mine did.
Ever so slowly.
Yeah.
I've noticed that too. But again, I'm not really, for the most part, paying attention to that anyways. I mean, I'm not kicking out, how-to videos or just, it's just kind of when I have the time. I mean, my life is so busy between just trying to keep up with the fish tanks and then my kids. I got 2 kids. I got a job. I work 10 hours a day. I mean, I know. Man.
I don't have any kids at home, so I don't have to worry about it. Threw them all out. They were 3, 7, and 9. Now they're out on the street. No.
I hope mine stick around as long as they want.
I really thought I have 3 boys and only one of them still in town with his family. I never even thought about my kids moving away. It never even occurred to me. Mm-hmm. And then the first one left and stayed in Virginia where he went to college. And I'm like, wow, that's weird. And then the second one got married and moved to Kentucky. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I mean, I have no desire to move, so, but I guess that's just me. So, but Austin will start cooking now. He's at 50, so we'll get him cooking on his subs.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It was funny because when I hit 50, I'm like, yeah, finally lives, and then I just it went down, and it took probably 4 or 5 days to hit back to 50. So I was hoping I could do the giveaway, and then I learned about Fish Fam, and like I said, it's all a learning thing for me still. So, but
I find it weird that like once you sub to somebody, like what makes somebody want to unsub? I don't understand it. I don't think I've ever unsubbed anyone.
YouTube does it for you.
Oh, does it?
Yep. YouTube does it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you
How
don't,
does that work?
because I think they're trying to avoid paying people. So they're gonna go in, and if you're not actively going to one of those, taking notifications, giving likes, whatever, they're going to dump you because they don't want that person to hit those monetary levels.
That's right. They will.
You would think they'd make more money though the bigger the channel is in ad revenue.
That's a good. Oh boy, I don't know.
So
I mean, it's really
weird.
Yeah, I mean, from just watching
because
some people, that knows like has a lot of subscribers, and what I understand of it is there's like a glitch, and they don't know how to fix it. That unsubscribes so many people, and they don't know if it's you haven't seen the channel in so long or what it is. And that's a YouTube. I mean, there's been a lot of creators out there that just has reached out to YouTube reps, and they just have no clue
I think
what's going on with it.
They're trying to eliminate bots too.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I really think it's a bot thing, and they're trying to remove the bots or remove the old accounts. I know people, some on giveaways, they would have 3 or 4 different accounts and put, hey, I'm Joe and I'm Austin or whatever, and they got a better chance to win the giveaway. So I think it's more of the bots and trying to get rid of the duplicate people. So
I think that, Brandon, and to your point, I think that YouTube makes money off of ad revenue regardless, right? I mean, they're gonna find a way one way or another.
Yeah, I get that, but you would think they'd want bigger channels always, because then you got more people watching. I don't know. I mean, they nickel and dime you on anything you make anyways.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
From what I understand. So
that's
no matter what you're doing, they're getting their cut. So it just doesn't make sense to me. The bot thing makes sense though.
Yeah. And that's when you're subbing somebody, if you just, I remember back in the early days, I just like sub everybody and they'd sub back, and it's like you got a lot of stuff, and all of a sudden within like a day or two they're all gone. It's because you have to actually engage with the person you're subbing to. You got to watch like a short or something. You have to be sure to comment and then hit the like button. That way they know it's not a bot. Otherwise they will strip it.
Yeah.
They'll take it right away. I mean, if you just go and hit subscribe and leave, that sub for them is going to be gone the next day. And they'll be like, oh, wow,
Yeah, I finally got my first comment from David the other day. I was wondering when that was going to happen. I was like, man.
I know that you were waiting on pins and needles for that, so you've probably got a whiteboard on the wall and you're checking people off, making sure they comment. I know. Well, that's funny you say that, because like, I mean, I'll go in and give thumbs up to people all the time on some of their pop-ups that come up on my YouTube page, and all that. And every once in a while, I'm like, man, I really need to make a post that those people know I'm not ignoring them. And I thought, Brandon, I thought you really deserved one. So
thank you. No, it's hard though, because YouTube seems to like live streams is one thing, but like people, posting videos and shorts. I mean, it only I find that it only shows me like maybe 10 people that I've recently engaged with. and it tends to prioritize them over like everybody else.
Right. Yeah, I see
So,
that too.
so
Yeah.
there's sometimes you don't even know people are putting out videos until you're like, man, how come I haven't
You're right.
heard from them in a while? And then you go to their page and like, they've got all kinds of new stuff that you never even knew about.
Right.
But the more content you watch of theirs, you're watching somebody you really enjoy and you watch them, you comment and hit the like, you're going to get those notifications. They'll put those priority to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because
that's just it. But you can't do that with 100 people. I mean,
that's
the problem. You just can't keep up with it. And a lot of times I'm catching a lot of those shorts and stuff when I'm sitting in front of my TV, and you can't type a comment when you're watching it on your TV. So you're scrolling through those and you're just hitting a thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And then every once in a while I'll go back and try and remember. I'm like, I wanted to post a comment there. So, but yeah, it's I mean, YouTube it's a time suck. It really is.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time to keep up with everybody. And if you're trying to do a content channel,
it is work. It really is. I mean, you watch. See, the thing I think with me is I'm always thinking that, people are going to think, oh, geez, Jeff hasn't been here in a while. You know how that feeling is. You want to be able to support everybody. We can only do so much.
So now, do you guys have premium?
Oh no,
I
don't. No, it's like $15 a month. That's a no for me.
Are you serious?
I spend my TV money.
Yeah,
I spend my TV money for football season.
You guys watch ads?
Yes.
That is crazy.
But I found out once you become
crazy.
And this is what I found out. Once you become a YouTube partner, and every time you click off one of the skip link ads, the more ads you watch, you actually get paid for that a little bit too. You get a small little niblet.
When you watch an ad,
I think so, if I'm not mistaken, because I know that if somebody is,
I'll set my dog up in front of the TV forever.
I'm not sure exactly how that works. I mean, I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that, but I look at mine and I'm like, okay, I don't have. You have to get 1,000 views on something, then you get a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
But most of my things only get around 400 or 500 maximum usually. Except I got some that went higher than that.
So I'm curious. I'm curious what your guys' average watch time is. Having ads.
Oh, watch hour?
Yeah. Do you guys know how to check that?
Yeah, you go into analytics and you hit lifetime.
Well, not lifetime, just like your average from this last week.
Yeah, not your watch time for your videos, Jeff. How much time you've spent on YouTube this week?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, so if you go to your, hit your little icon.
Yeah.
And then you can go to there's a tab called time watch.
Ah.
Time watch. There it is. Scroll down. Last 7 days, 38 hours, 18 minutes.
That you watched?
That's what it says. Time watched.
Okay, I'm going to try it here on mine too. So you can click on your little icon, right?
So do you think that includes my? Stream time?
No, that's
are
just
you
what
in,
you're
Are you
watching.
in studio for that, David?
No, just go to your U button at the bottom. Go to the U button.
Okay.
And then just scroll to the bottom of that page.
Okay, why isn't that doing anything? Okay,
you're going to see help and feedback at the very bottom. Time watched.
Time watched. Okay, that's the one I click, all right?
Yep.
All right, so today, last 7 days was 27 hours and 22 minutes.
That's because for the other 87 hours you were streaming.
Probably.
So what was yours now?
Mine was 27 hours and 22 minutes for the last 7 days.
Mine was 38.
So my last 7 days is 132 hours and 23 minutes.
Holy crap.
Wow. Holy cow.
Question.
I'm averaging 18 hours and 55 minutes a day.
Are you just leaving it on or what?
I have premium and I can close my screen and I listen to you guys
premium. Okay.
all day long,
Oh,
every day.
wow. Cool.
Once you, Also, you got premium. So if you watch premium ads, I mean, you can watch ads, just ads.
Crazy.
I
You
don't
get money
watch
for
any
that once
ads.
you're monetized, Brandon. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I don't watch any ads.
Do you know, Brandon, does that include, would that like include YouTube? Oh, wait. Stats are based on your watch history across YouTube products except YouTube Music and YouTube
Yep.
TV.
It's just YouTube.
Yep. Okay.
Mark says that if I ask the missus how much time I spend on YouTube, the answer is always too much.
Yeah, that's what I get too. Yeah.
And then you guys don't have this because it's a premium benefit, but you can actually look at your lifetime watch hours. I believe from when I got premium, my ad-free video playtime is 5,190 hours.
Where do you find that one at?
You have to have premium for that.
Yeah, I
And
mean, the
that's-
last
and
7 days,
That's since
I have 35 hours, which is
Okay.
sickening.
So that premium watch time is from December 30th, 2023. So in 1 year, I've consumed 5,200 hours of YouTube.
Jeez.
Wow.
I almost want to give you like a prize or something for that.
I'm not sure how much I have. I mean, like I said, I'm on streams quite a bit, but
Yeah, I was just curious, and I figured your guys' times is going to be minimal with the ads, and you can't close your phone. So when I'm at work all day, like the streams that I can't watch live, I mean I play them throughout the day. So I'll just let them play, kind of like a podcast. I'll
Yep.
pop in my headphones and just let them play.
Yep.
oh,
And you can close your phone with that.
What's that?
Well, I guess the reason why I'm asking, your phone, you're saying you can't close your phone without the premium. Can you
Yeah.
do it with the premium? Yeah, because the issue you would run into, in my opinion, is you won't have a cell phone battery after. So,
Yep.
That's what I would think. So
Yeah, and that's why I was curious, because being able to close the phone, put that in your pocket, and just let it play without ads, it's real easy to rack up hours.
Huh.
that's insane. So
So,
Good.
so
all
for
right,
me,
so I have a quick question.
yeah,
It's kind of changed the subject, and it's pretty much egg catchers. So I've tried to 3D print my own egg catcher. Is there an egg catcher you guys know of that you would recommend that is? I know there's all kind that's out there that different people have built, but is there one better than the other in your guys' opinion?
I have an opinion of one.
Okay.
I've never tried it, but Sydney's Angels did
yeah.
his own build, and he had really great success with it.
Can
That'd
you
be
get
the-
the printer
that'd be the
file
one
for
I-
that?
That'd be the one I recommend.
It's
you
not a 3D printer. It's just
Yeah.
it's the Penplex hatchery,
Well,
and then
it's
it's hooked up to a Fluval.
It's a Zist egg catcher hooked up to a Fluval breeder box.
Oh, Zist. I thought it was a Fluval.
Nope, it's a Zist egg catcher and then a Fluval breeder box.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So the Fluval breeder box will just pull the eggs that get collected in the egg catcher and pull them up into the breeder box. It's actually really simple, and if you wanted to, you could make one, but for $20 a piece to buy both parts, I mean,
So I don't know if you've seen Blake Aquatics egg collector.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
That
That one's pretty good. That's kind of what I based mine off of, but I'm having some printing issues. So
well,
Here,
my
I
son
can-
printed 2 of them for me, and it's the uplift. I'm having problems with the uplift, so
Hello,
still working on that and haven't spent any time on it because I've kind of shifted.
no,
I've shifted direction, and I've just taken a shoebox size Rubbermaid container, cut the bottom out, put mesh in it, set that in a 5.5 or a 10-gallon tank, put my breeding pairs into that, let them drop the eggs out the bottom of it, and then move them back into their tank.
Huh.
And so far, I mean, I like the way that's working right now.
Oh, Chuck's Fish does some consistent CPD.
I take that back, Jeff. I think you were right. It's a Penplex.
Yep, Penplex. Mhm.
Yep. I thought it was a Zist for sure, but I am definitely wrong. So yeah, it's the Penplex. And
Yeah.
with the Penplex, you don't need that extra little side. I mean, you can use that to catch eggs as well, but it's easier with the
And where the air hooks up, you get a lot more power, so you're going to bring all the eggs.
Right.
Yep.
That's the thing. You need that uplift. And I know that, Ben was saying about Chuck's Fish, which I haven't seen him in a while, but I just watched another one of his videos today because he's still trying to keep his basement warm. But he uses that cup method, which I think is the tried and true, but I'm just trying to make things as simple as possible.
Yeah,
and right
and then,
now,
I mean, you can always go old school with, rocks and then on top of the egg crate and just manually remove eggs.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm liking where I'm at now. I've got some CPD hatching out, and I've had like 4 CPD in that container for probably a week now, and I'm just letting them drop eggs whenever they want. And I just set up another 10-gallon tank with 2 males and 2 females, and I'll know in 3 or 4 days if they're dropping eggs out the bottom. The one female was pretty fat, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some eggs. So,
nice. Did you say
cherry barbs? I still haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen any eggs with my cherry barbs yet.
Cherry barbs are notorious for eating their own eggs and fry.
Eating their fry, yeah.
Eating their eggs and
containers out. I took the containers with the Java moss out and put them in another tank.
Yeah.
Right. I just set those
out
up.
Of that Java moss.
I just set them up with that same setup in a 5.5-gallon tank. I put a male, and then a longfin male, a longfin female, and an albino female.
Ooh.
So there's 3 fish in that, and so I'm gonna wait and see what happens with those. So I don't know.
I think Brand, you said it was $20 for both of those parts
each.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm looking
about
on
18 by itself.
Yeah, I'm looking at Amazon right now. The Penplex is $18.99, and then if you look at the Fluval, depending on what size you get, I like the large just because it's more versatile. It's $27, but if you wanted to get the medium, I believe it's $20.
The only downside with the large is it doesn't fit on the end of a 10-gallon.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the reason why he got the medium, because it fits.
Yep. So
but he could do it no problem. You could hang it on the 10-gallon on the side.
Yep. Yeah. So I have my large breeder box on the side of my 10, and I got to get some mediums to go on the front.
Yep.
The Penplex, what is it? What is it called?
I would post the link, but I can't while I'm on.
It's a Penplex.
It's an AN2 Aqua Nursery and Hatchery breeding box, and it's by Penplex. So if you type in Penplex Nursery and Hatchery,
there it is.
It's like green and clear.
Is that the medium, Jeff?
This is the Ista. This is the one, like the knockoff from the Fluval. It's like I got that for like $13, and it's the big one. This is the one I use for my plecos when they.
Yep. Now, are you looking at that breeder or that egg catcher, Austin?
Yeah. So let me.
I can bring it up.
My friend. Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. If you want to bring it up,
I can grab it. Which one do you want? The Fluval?
No.
Well, I got the Fluvals. I have a ton of Fluvals. The issue I haven't been using them. It's a Penplex, I think.
Yeah. I've
never seen that before.
Because you're not going to use the whole Penplex. You're only using half of it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can go look at that. I know Sydney's Angels has definitely a video on it. I remember seeing it, but I just never, I guess, looked into it as much as I am now. So
yeah, it's pretty genius. I mean, it's really neat.
Uh-oh.
Latoya is saying that she has a 3D print, or she thinks she knows somebody that has a 3D printer or a file for one.
Let's see here. Bring this up.
Oh, she does have it?
Yeah, she said somebody has a good one for.
That's it. You need the print file. My son said he was going to try and work on a print file to make his own.
There you go. You can edit to the. There it is. Let me go here so I can bring up the grader.
So Austin, you see that small chamber on the right?
Yeah.
That's the part you get rid of, and then see that tube that's connecting the two?
Okay.
You would just connect that tube to the breeder box.
Yep. And the
air gets hooked
in the
to
tube you
breeder
need
box.
to attach from that to your rigid one for your is a 5/8 inner dimension tube.
So I just want to make sure I understand this. So your fluval would be on top, or on top. This would be in your tank,
Correct.
and then your air would come.
Your
Okay.
air would be attached to the breeder box, working how the breeder box normally would without this.
Yep.
But because you're hooking it up to this other box, it's going to pull everything in that box up the breeder box tube into the breeder box. So it's going to funnel all the eggs. It's going to funnel all the eggs into that tube and suck them up.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's the thing. I was trying to 3D print my own. I made a file for it and it just keeps failing. So I don't know what's going on with it. But
Henry's here.
Jorge and Henry.
Yes, and Craig.
hey, Buck.
What's going on, guys?
Craig's been here.
Yep.
Everyone. Wow.
Wow. Nice. That's a nice little outfit there. What I like about the Penplex here is because it goes down. Okay, you can see it. There's like a slit where it goes down on a fairly steep angle, so the eggs aren't going to get caught up. And when they fall down to the bottom, it goes right into that tube. And when you got that air going up there, it's just going to suck those eggs right up and into that breeder box.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you what I have. Let me get this open. I want to show you the file that I built.
Okay.
It's similar, so let me get this file up, and it's gonna take a minute because I closed it all down.
And I mean, all of that can be homemade DIY, but for me, just having it done and the functionality, the ease of moving it and breaking it down, cleaning it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it to me just spending the $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that.
No, I don't have a 3D printer or know anybody that's 3D printing anything, close to me, or that, that very well could be an option too.
Well, I think what's nice about 3D printing is you can increase the thickness and make it so much more durable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think these slits here are probably a little too big to keep the fry inside this type of thing, because you could technically use like a double sponge filter thing and hook it up that way, and they can bring it up into this.
Yeah, see, that's what worries me about that one, Austin, is that the slope of the bottom isn't, well, it's not too bad. That's almost like eggs.
Eggs could get caught up pretty easy, I think. I like the Penplex that goes down like this, like a V.
Yeah, it's real steep.
Okay. So it's taller, you're pretty much saying. So it's kind of funny because, I printed one of these and it was a issue, but pretty much what the plan was, there's going to be another part that grates over this, of course.
Right.
And then, you put either your spawning mop or Java moss or whatever, and then this was going to go to your fluval. So, I mean, I had a plan, here goes your airline down to here, and then your fluval would go, or your piping, ½ inch would go to here to your fluval, container. So that's kind of what my thoughts were, and I haven't tried it. I had a printing error, so I just actually plotted one just now, and I think it's done, so I don't know how well it is. So but that's what my thought was, similar, but you're thinking it needs to be taller. So this width fits in a 5-gallon perfect, so that's why I was trying to do. So
that's what I'll probably do with my son. I'll tell him to make it higher so that it's steeper. I also need to have him address the airlift. The airlift, you need to make some kind of venturi for the airlift, which is, there's videos out there because Jeff Kane got them to me. In order to make your own, you would do like, I'm going to try and describe this as good as I can, but you would have like a ½ inch PVC uplift tube, all right? But where you do your air inlet into, you would have a 3/4 inch coupling collar there, and you would seal the top and the bottom of that collar around that 1/2-inch pipe, and you would have a whole bunch of holes drilled in that 1/2-inch pipe. So you would inject the air into the 3/4-inch collar, and that air would be infused into like 5, 6, 7, 8 holes in that riser tube. And somehow that gives some kind of Venturi effect, helps create better lift power. Because that's the issue with Blake's design, is that the uplift power is not there.
So it's kind of like the co-op Easy Flow with that air collar.
Henry's
Yes,
making
correct.
his own egg
Right.
collector, he says, and he's going to do a video on it, Henry says.
That's how Corey got all that lift power.
So I wonder if you could just implement an air collar into the bottom of the uplift tube.
Yeah, well, I'm wondering if my son can design something so that he can just print that all in one piece.
Yeah,
That would be ideal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one thing that I noticed just with what my, the first plot I did, that vertical tube that goes up, of course, it's not like a barbed or anything like that. So that's one of the issues. But, it's just so weak because how you have to print it. So kind of what I'm thinking is you have to thread in a piece of barbed fitting, barbed fitting that goes up to the other. So I don't know. That's what my issue was.
So my son made his. My son did not have a tube coming out the top. He had. I asked for a 1/2-inch threaded port on the top for the the riser tube, and it printed out 3/8. So all I did was I took a 1/2-inch PVC coupling, super glued it over top of the hole, and then I just put my 1/2-inch PVC into it for a riser. I drilled a hole in the side of that coupling, and I just glued a 90-degree barb fitting there. Super glued a 90-degree barb fitting there. So I just put my airline right onto that 90-degree fitting. Just get the drill bit that fits it exact, and put some super glue around it, and it isn't going anywhere. But again, that doesn't address the lift issues, which need to be addressed with that collar.
That's what I think that Sydney got right with the lift, because the way he has it set up, it's like it's just more efficient. It's going to draw them eggs.
Yeah, it's got it. And I mean, it's funny because I can take that setup I have, and if there's debris in the water and I turn up that air pressure, I can see stuff getting drawn to that egg collector. But I don't know that it's pulling. I don't know that there's enough there to really just pull the eggs through the moss and get them going. And
because it's kind of nice now with my breeder. But I mean, I can squirt a bunch of baby brine shrimp in there, and I don't have to specifically feed the cories I have in it right now. It just sucks them right up in there.
Right up into the Yeah.
Very cool. So, Brandon, since I haven't asked you, your plans for 25. Changes in fish room or anything like that, or breeding or anything. What's your thoughts?
I can tell you he's gonna be a whole lot nicer to me next year.
Well, I just recently got a bunch of tanks, so I just got 21 new tanks. I've got 10 of them set up. This has kind of all been within the last month. I've got them all full with brand new livestock that I've recently acquired. And so 2025 is just going to be all these breeding projects that I've gotten to try and get them breeding.
I'll breed everything. You're going to send them to Jeff, and I'm going to get them in my tanks.
Yeah, well, that's another thing I want to do. I want to start shipping some fish to the people in the fish fam a little more this year. I did a couple things last year, but I definitely want to do a lot more. Sharing my stuff if people want it. Trading's
a big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what I like to see that as people get into more and more things. I mean, I know there's people that watch us and they just collect fish and they're not into it as much as some of us are.
Yeah.
But for those of us that have the 15, 25, 35 tanks and we're going on all these breeding projects and we want all these different fish, we're the ones that should be trading fish and swapping fish, which helps us out locally with our LFSs and stuff like that. So Yeah, but I'd love to be able to trade fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
even if it's the same species, because you get stronger bloodlines that way too.
Yes, I would be
Yeah.
more than happy to swap some stir by with somebody just to keep my genetics going. So
yeah, that's a thing. It's funny because like I got there's Cali Tawas. I got two different sets from two different breeders, and one Cali Tawa, the doesn't look anything like the other. The other, I just found out the guy that actually had the other one clash for rainbows or the rainbow. I forget what the guy's name was, but beautiful, totally different type of fish. You would never know they were the same fish if you'd look. So.
well, that's interesting too, because I mean, breeders might be calling for different things, and
They are.
and then when you get a line, and it's like, oh well, that's not what my line looks like. So, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It makes me think that there's two different types, two different locations that you're gonna eventually got picked up at because they look totally the size difference. I mean, everything is totally different. So,
right.
very
Yeah,
very interesting.
I think it's really cool too, because like if you go through all my new tanks, I mean a lot of the fish that I have in these tanks, I can be like, hey, I got those from Ed's Exotic Aquatics. I got those from Curtis at Skull Aquatics. I got those from Ross Baltimore. It's just kind of cool to be able to have a collection of everybody else's fish.
Yeah,
It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
no doubt, no doubt.
So, Brad, do you have do you do any kind of automatic fish, automatic water changes or anything like that? Do you have a setup? You do it all manual too?
Yeah.
You guys are
Yeah.
crazy. You guys are
Yeah,
nuts.
I like it that way.
I do too.
Yeah.
That way,
Yeah.
I do too. Honestly, because you can actually go down and look at the tank. You're doing,
Yeah. Well, most times when I'm changing out water, I'm pruning my plants. I'm doing
Yeah.
the things that need to be done. I mean, it's not like I'm just changing water and sitting there.
you'd be like, this sponge filter needs to be squeezed out, and
Yeah,
then
yep.
do that one tank at a time. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the aquatic addicts, one tank at a time. Just boom right down the line.
I guess
Yeah.
my main question there then is, I know it's kind of dependent on the size of the tank and stuff. Roughly how long you would actually deal with water changes, how long you'd take to do your water changes every, so often. How long does it take you guys to do your water changes?
Well,
So,
for my rack upstairs with the 10 tanks that I currently have, they're all one right after another, and then you go down to the next row, they're all one right after another. So honestly, if you hook up the Python and you wanted to do all those tanks, it only takes maybe 20-30 minutes. I mean, it doesn't take long.
yeah, and that's my issue. And I said this in my last live is I just feel like I have too many show tanks. I'm trying to make everything look pretty, and
Yep.
it's. I want to start getting more into the breeding aspect of it, and that's kind of where I don't have the room for everything I want to do, but it's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to get rid of one of the bigger tanks and do some smaller tanks for sure to start breeding. So, like I said, I've bred some fish in the past, but I wouldn't say anything to anybody that's on this call to your guys' extent. So, but usually I get them into like an egg form, and then then I have an issue. I get maybe 10% of what the egg form. I have 30. I might get 3 or something out of that 30.
Well, I pulled 250 Cory eggs, and I might have, if I got 50, I'll be lucky.
Wow.
And that albino Cory group, it just drives me crazy.
Yeah, that's what I hate that though. Like because like you get all these pliable eggs, and it's like they're all fertilized. You can tell they're all fertilized, but they fungus up, and that's where I have the issue. And even with methylene blue, doing a water change every day to add new in and put new out, it's like I don't know. I have an issue with that. So definitely a learning curve though.
So this is how bizarre it is. So I pulled eggs. The first pulling I did, because these fish went nuts for 2 days. The first day I pulled them and put them in 2 separate containers, and then I pulled them the next morning. I pulled a batch, and then the next evening I pulled a batch. Now the batch that was the best and probably was well over 50% hatch rate was the final batch that I pulled, and I got absolutely 0 out of the first 2 batches I pulled, and I think when I looked and I moved them into the container, there were like 6 or 8 fry in that 3rd batch. But the 4th batch, there's at least 30 to 40 fry in there at least.
Now, what are we talking about?
Albino cories.
Okay.
So the first, like I said, I mean, this is out of 250 eggs at least I pulled. So, and now the first 3 batches went into unheated tanks, floating in unheated tanks. The last batch was floated in a heated tank. And then the last 2 batches I pulled, I used twice the methylene blue that I usually use. So I don't know if that had an effect.
I've never actually used methylene blue.
Wow. Okay.
For
and your hatch
cory
rate's
eggs?
really good.
Yeah, I've never used methylene blue.
Wild.
I always run catappa leaves.
Well, there you go. Because you got softer water.
Yeah.
I don't have. I've got hard water.
Oh, but you're putting
The
leaves
catappa
in there.
leaves.
Catappa leaves will lower it down a little bit.
No,
And
it
help it
won't.
out.
Not with any amount of KH. I got 15 degrees of KH, so the leaves
Oh,
aren't
really?
going to lower. Yeah, the leaves aren't going to lower my pH, but they do.
They're antifungal.
My
the
KH is 2,
tannins
so
are the tannins are antifungal. Yep.
Yeah, which alder cones as well, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I run botanicals in pretty much all my breeding tanks that I've got set up now. I have botanicals in them.
I did drop a bunch of alder cones in the 2-gallon tank that I'm dropping my panda cory mops into, and I mean limited fry. I mean I've seen 3 or 4 wigglers in there. I'm hoping I have more. I'm hoping they're hiding under some of the mops, but I'm just happy to see wigglers because I've been pulling mops into tanks for a while, and finally I'm getting. And I had thrown a bunch of cones in there trying to get the tannins up in that tank. So then I started dropping cones in a lot of tanks.
Yep.
Good job.
Now, whether or not that's helping, I don't know. I mean, I know it helps when they end up hatching, and if you're like colony breeding, because I mean, you'll have all kinds of stuff growing on that, and it's food for other smaller stuff that those fry are going to be eating. But yeah, I never found the desire to mess with the methylene blue. It's personal choice just to not even mess with it.
Well, yeah, because it stains everything.
Yeah, that's what I hear, and I think that's why I've never really had the desire to play with it.
Well, now that you say that, I think I'm gonna try and do that now with leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
See what kind of differences I can get going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think my biggest issue. So I created this system. It's a pump and guttering system, and it's kind of like what Dean does, what I've seen off of Dean, but it is what it does is it pumps into smaller containers, and that 3D printed pretty much a small bulk head that goes and drains down into a gutter of plastic gutter, and it goes down to the sump pretty much, and just revolves. And I tried that system for the longest because I thought that would help out a lot. Just keeps a constant flow, and I don't know if it was too much pressure, if it was, I don't know what it was. I wasn't keeping the fish in the same temp, water parameters and temperatures. So I think that could have had a big role in it too. So
I think, and there's a lot of tough calls to decide there because, so Stephen P has told me that he's hatching his cory eggs in RO water now.
Mm-hmm.
Because the harder the water, the harder the shell, the more work the fry has to do to get out of the shell, and using all that energy to bust free, it's dead within 3 to 5 days. which I have experienced. I'll get a lot of hatched fry, and then 3, 5, 7, 10 days later, I'll have a huge die-off. And so that would kind of make sense. So now I haven't done RO water yet, but
That's what
now that you mentioned Stephen P. in Louisiana, Greg 3G, he's from Louisiana. He uses distilled water
to hatch his eggs in.
to hatch his eggs for his angelfish or whatever else he's doing.
They're claiming that it's easier for the fry to get, it doesn't calcify on the outside of the egg.
Yep.
It's kind of the same thing. Distilled water is it's just evaporated water.
Yeah,
so it's
right.
basically like rainwater.
Right. Yep.
And he says that works great for his angels.
Same thing. You've taken a lot of the crap out of it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the next thing I got to do. But there's so many things you can do to make that environment so much better for those eggs.
Yeah.
And then Steven says after a while he'll get his fry adjusted back to his regular water within a day.
Now see, that's something I'd be willing to try because it's that would be easy to do.
Right.
I mean, the methylene blue would be easy too. You just put it in there, but I just feel like it's kind of the way I am in my fish room. That shit's gonna be everywhere.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing, right? So that's it. There's so many different things to try, and when you come upon that group of items that you're using all at a certain time, and it works for you, that's where you're gonna stay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm still tweaking, trying to find that spot for a lot of these fish. So.
And you've been doing it for 2 years, right, David?
I've been trying different things with the Cory eggs for a couple of years. I mean, not huge changes, not huge tests, not tracking results or anything like that, but tweaking things here and there, and nothing's written down, right? So like I'll be, okay, I tried doing this for 2 days. I waited 2 weeks to move my fry, because that's one thing for me. I'm like, I leave those fry in those deli containers for at least 2 weeks, usually up to like 4 weeks before I even want to think about moving them, because I think when I move them, I kill them. I don't know. They don't want to move. They want
to hang on breeder box because you get the same tank water.
Yeah.
And just keep it going. It keeps coming in. It's constantly moving the water in and out.
Except when you use methylene blue, you can't start them in that.
Oh,
and that's probably another reason I haven't used the methylene blues, because I'm using those breeder boxes.
Yeah,
it'll just be through the whole tank.
Right, exactly. If you use a methylene blue, you can't use the breeder boxes.
Well, how about this? Maybe you could use the breeder box or the container with the methylene blue for the first amount of time, and when they get to a certain point, then you can put them in that
breeder box, and then I kill them. I dump them in the breeder box, and 2 days later, they're all dead.
Really?
That's exactly what happened to me. That's what happened with my Venezuelans. Okay, I probably pulled 150 fry out of there and eggs, and it was probably 3 or 4 spawns. I mean, they were spawning a lot, maybe 2 different females, or but they were spawning a ton. And I've tried so many different ways, but anytime I moved them from the either methylene blue out, they would die instant. It was like I'm putting them in ammonia shock, just horrible water.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
My methylene blue is gone by the time they hatch. I do 2 water changes a day. They get an initial dose of methylene blue, and then 24 hours later I start water changes, and I'll do half of that deli container out and fresh water in. So that methylene blue is pretty much gone when they're hatched. But my best survival rate for those Cory fry is when those fish are in that deli container for a minimum of 4 weeks. They have some decent size to them, and then I can move them to something else. But the problem is,
when you put the fresh water in, have you ever thought about maybe just adding a little bit of the tank water when you're doing the changes?
It's all tank water.
It's all tank water.
Yeah, they're floating in a tank, and I'm using the tank water. I'm pulling water out of the deli container and dumping it down the sink drain, and then I refill it with tank water.
I'm wondering why it wouldn't work in an air-driven.
Twice a day I do that.
Okay. So
Twice a day.
Maybe you're getting water parameter swing. I mean,
why? It's all the same water.
What is your water parameters that you have in your tank?
My tanks are at about 7.6 to 7.8 pH.
Okay.
I think my GH is 2, KH is 6.
Okay, so yeah, the KH is what's going to prevent the swings, but with 6, I think you'd be okay.
That might be my
That's
issue.
why they wouldn't be fine in a air-driven breeder box. I mean, the methylene blue's not going to. Same water. I
But
mean,
I don't want a methylene. You don't want methylene blue with your other fish.
no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's not going to hurt them, but yeah.
They say that you want you do not want to introduce methylene blue in any concentration to live fish. I mean, I know it's an antifungal and you can use it as a treatment, but I think with fry, from what I've heard, is people are concerned that methylene blue can give birth defects and cause growth defects in fry.
Okay. All right.
So that's why I try and get it out of the tank as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But
The one
still, nothing makes sense with some of the stuff. It is so frustrating. I don't know whether, I don't know. But all I know is if I move tiny fry from one container to another, they better be at least a month old and pretty durable.
Yep.
And I mean, I can be as gentle as all get out with those things. I think they just like stability, pure stability.
Yeah.
And until they, you know,
and I'm not
Branson,
moving my stuff around, so I can't really speak on that. Go ahead, Austin.
The thing with Branson, okay, you know, Eric Bargerock, okay, he's part of capacity, and you know, I ask him constantly, and I've been to his place a couple times now. It's like, you know, I'm starting to learn more of what he's doing and kind of picking up. And, you know, that's what he has. I mean, he has leaves. He has, you know, mulm on bottom. He has, they're not like sparkling clean tanks. They're nice. I mean, they're natural tanks. You know, that's like he said in, you know, several things, feed the fish. And, you know, we get these fish out of these not very clean areas most of the time. And my point here is, you know, he always uses the same water. Water changes with the same water that, you know, they came out of. And I think that's the key is, you know, the leaves with a, you know, it's an antifungal, and then you go into using the same water. But I do know, depending on the type of fish, he does use methylene blue. But he does, when he does the water changes, you know, he does use the tank water. So I don't know. I think there's always so many different options. I just don't know what mine would be. So
now, what are you feeding your fry, David?
I'll do. I use a fry powder in the morning and then baby brine shrimp at night.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I know I've got little microorganisms growing in my tanks because, like I said, I got botanicals in all of them. So maybe, I don't know, I have luck with them, you know, supplemental feeding in between feedings. And
I would say that early, you know, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I was probably overfeeding my fry and contaminating the water.
Okay.
So I think that was a big thing. I've cut my feeding way back because, you know, I mean, I knew, right? Because when you go there and there's all kinds of orange baby brine shrimp laying in there, I mean, how many baby brine shrimp can those things eat, right? Maybe 2 a piece if they're lucky. So you just need a couple drops out of an eyedropper.
Yeah.
And I was dropping in, you know, whatever, 5, 6, 7, 8 drops, you know. And then even with the fry food, dumping in too much, how much powder? They don't need that much powder.
Yeah.
So I think I got away from overfeeding so that my water doesn't get bad as fast. So, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, little things you learn.
That's kind of a benefit to using those breeder boxes too. If you got them hooked up and flowing, is there's really no way to pollute that water.
Right.
And I mean, I've got my breeder box with my cories in it is hanging on the side of a 10-gallon tank that I've got 150 plus baby plecos in it. You know, there's so many fish in that 10-gallon collectively, but they're all so small.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It comes down to everybody's water parameters.
Yeah, I've got
You know, I don't
crazy
know.
water.
What about lighting? I mean, lighting can affect eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
kinds. And I tried covering some eggs. You know, I put
Yeah.
covers over them so they wouldn't get the light from the
Yeah,
tank light.
I've never played with lighting. I've always just normal tank lighting.
Steven, yeah, he struggles with it. Yeah.
Do you keep tank lights on all of your tanks, breeding or non, or eggs? Do you keep lighting for everything, or?
Yeah, I light everything.
Okay, that's kind of how I am.
I have one rack that does not have any lighting on it.
Okay. Yeah.
Only-
I think mine is kind of a mix of stuff. I think my KH is very low because I'm using mostly RO until I remineralize, and then I definitely think I overfeed as well, David. I'm kind of with you on that as well, and I make the water too dirty. So
Yep.
um,
Right. Yep.
I mean,
Easy to pollute a small amount of water. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, I just try and honestly do like the least amount possible. Like I just let them roll.
yeah,
Right.
I mean, I put them in that. I'll put them in that breeder box, whatever eggs they are, and they just stay there till they hatch or they don't. I don't really do anything to them.
I did.
And my
well,
water's insane. I mean, it's 8.2 out of the
Yeah.
tap, and I've got 15 to 16 degrees hardness in GH and KH.
Wow. I have high pH, but I only have I think it's 2 kH.
hi Sawyer.
It's really low.
It might actually be beneficial to me. I mean, not the hard water, depending on what you're trying to breed. I mean, there's obviously some things that I will not be able to breed in that hard water, but everything I've tried so far has. And I think with my water being the way it is, I mean, there's literally no matter what tank you go to, they're all the same. Like,
Have you done any of Pistos?
I've got the Paraborelli right now that I'm trying to breed.
Oh, I want to get some of those fry too.
Yeah.
Dibs. Dibs.
I love the Borrelia. Oh, is it the opal?
Yeah, the opals. Yep.
Opal ones. Yeah, I want the opal. Those are so nice. Those are cool.
All right,
Yeah,
somebody
And they
answer
stay so
Sawyer's
small.
question.
Just call me Mr. Dibs.
You should have it written right across your forehead.
Mr. Dibs.
Yeah, Sawyer, I have no idea. I've never played with RO water.
I haven't either, but
Yeah.
Austin's doing it.
yeah. I think I'm using calcium sulfate and then magnesium sulfate, and I figured out the mix of that per gallon, and then I just times it about how many gallons. So I have 2 products. Let me get them.
Now I know
I think if you can
Tristan.
just soften the water with your botanicals enough for the Apisto eggs, they'll hatch.
Well, the water's not going to soften with my KH. There ain't
Well,
no way
yeah,
that water's. There ain't no way that water's getting acidic with that.
Oh,
with
really?
that KH, yeah. Any kind of KH is not going to let that water change. That's that
I
buffer.
actually make my own. I just use regular salt. That's your magnesium sulfite. That's 3-to-1 to your calcium sulfite dehydrate.
That's Epsom salt, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Steven.
3-to-1. So that's how I do it. I used to use like salty shrimp or something like that, but just got too expensive.
Yeah, the only reason I'm using botanicals is purely for the antifungal properties that may or may not be helping, and just to create that environment that the fish want. And
Good night, Latoya.
that micro food web that I think comes along with it helps a lot.
Night,
Yeah.
Latoya.
Yeah, I mean that's what I used to be able to breed shrimp very easily. I mean that's a whole different ball game, but that's you always had to have some kind of botanical. You had to just to keep the food in the tank, and I was breeding them easily. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was just neocaridina, but it was very simple for me. So I think with what you're saying, Brandon, I think you're totally on it. Is you definitely have to have some kind of botanical in there, so for sure.
So
But yeah,
thank you so much for the information.
That Seacom equilibrium is what Tristan uses and all to remineralize his RO water.
Yeah, that what that is pretty much similar to what I use. Well, I build my own, I make my own, and it's a little bit extensive, but like I said, once you kind of get it figured out, you just pretty much need Epsom salt and then um, your calcium sulfite. So that is not really good for shrimp, what I've been told. I don't really agree with that because I've been using it with shrimp and still breeding shrimp. So they're just red cherry, but I could be wrong.
That was me, David.
I haven't seen any issues, so.
Yeah, the neos in my water, I've never seen shrimp breed so fast in my life. I mean,
I believe it.
It's insane.
That's amazing with the high KH and GH. I mean, I know they recommend, they pretty much say they can go in any water, but you're talking about that high, it's shocking to me. So.
Yeah, and I recently got those orange eye blue tigers. I mean, those are Cardinia that can obviously adapt to a wide range, but they're doing great too. I haven't lost a single one.
You're breeding those too?
I'm working on it. I haven't had any buried females yet. I've only had them for maybe 3-4 weeks.
What are we talking about?
The orange eye blue tigers.
Oh yeah.
I got those from Max Aquatics.
I got, I can't remember what they are. Black. Oh. Shoot, I can't remember what they are. But I got my first Caradinas, and
are they the crystal blacks, the white and black ones?
Yeah, they're white and black. I can't remember what they were called.
Crystal black, probably.
Son of a gun, if they're all still alive. I've had them for, when did I get them? I got them at, I want to say I got them in like March maybe. They're all still alive and no babies. And I mean, I started them out with distilled water and a little 2 capfuls of some remineralization stuff. The guy said, here, use this in a 2-gallon tank. And that's what I put in there and haven't done anything since. I mean, it's got a lid on it, so evaporation is real slow. I put a little bit of topped off with some distilled water, but they're all still alive. I count them all the time, but they're not breeding. So they can't be happy, but they're all still alive.
Hey, that's a win.
But I always said I never wanted to chase water parameters on anything, and I got that stupid tank of Caradinas.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing right now. I feel like too much, so that's another thing, So I say I've changed so much over the years. I was using a straight tap, and now I'm using like straight RO for everything. And I do remineralize, but I don't know if it's helping or hurting me right now. So
I think I'd try to go back to tap water. I mean, because I think you're just spending money on something you can probably avoid spending money on.
You want me to finish up and check that?
Yeah, because then think about it. Less chemicals, you can buy more fish.
Yeah,
and that's why I try to do the least amount as possible. I mean, I don't chase water. I don't if something doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. No, you won't be too
even with the plants. Like if I'll try anything, but if the plants die, I know not to try that again. I mean,
right? Exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you hear there's a lot of people out there that don't want to chase water parameters, which makes sense. It's just one more thing to do. And when you get to it, hey, George RB3.
Hey, George.
When you get to a certain point, you're like, man, I don't want to spend the time doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other things I want to do. There's other projects I want to do. There's, there's a lot of fish you can find to match your water parameters. And
Steve B says, Branton, you can turn your microphone up a lot.
Like a lot.
Yeah, it's just this little earbud. So I'd have to talk into it like this.
That doesn't help.
All right.
Well, I didn't expect it to be this long anyways, so I think let's call it for tonight.
It's been a great live stream.
Good stream.
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Other than the little issue we had with the giveaway, but I'll get it figured out. So
You bounced back from that perfectly. It was good. Really good.
well, no, I appreciate everybody, David, Jeff, and Brand for jumping on.
Yeah.
Kind of helped me through this. So, and I appreciate everybody else for joining or being here. So, like I said, I definitely expect having more. I'm gonna eventually come up with a monthly or a weekly meeting. I just don't know when, or weekly live. So
7 a.m. on Tuesdays works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
That slot's
Yeah.
wide open.
Wide open.
Yeah. So no, like I said, I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna end stream and I'll see you next time. Thank you guys.
Super.
All right.
Nice job,
Yeah.
Austin.
Everyone.
Great
See you,
job, Art.
everybody.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.